It's 112 ounces. And then
yeah, I'll walk, in case I gotta move anything else. I'm just walking behind. Seems like every time we've had to come down here, we've had to clear the path. That limb looks like it just broke right off with one of the storms we had since we were here last. So, the brakes aren't the best on the quad, so David couldn't get off, otherwise the quad would have kept going down the hill. But big doe up in the soybean there as we were coming around the bend there, and we've been getting does and fawns on the Food Plot camera down here. Probably about a week or so ago we got a big group of bachelor bucks, one real nice wide one. I think Daryl said he's a big 7, so that's good, but we'll start seeing them more and more. A lot of tracks going right down the trail here into the food plot. Well, welcome to this video, everybody. This is another installment of our Food Plot Chronicles that we've been sharing with you. Basically showing you everything that we're doing with the various food plots. This is the number 3 plot. So the last chronicle video that we shared with you, David and I were down here. 2 days before David and I got down, Daryl came down and he went through this with the DR and cleared all of this, and you can see all the way down there. And then David and I came down with the sprayer, and we sprayed this whole entire food plot all the way down, even to the new section. And we moved a tree stand set and put a vine and made a mock scrape down there. So what we're going to do today is we've got white rage that we're going to plant in the upper part of this plot, so the main area right here that I'm standing in, and went kind of down just past David a little bit. And then we also brought some resurrection clover, chicory. We may throw just a light bit of that down to see, because just to kind of have something else in here. And then the lower part, it's newer this year, so we're going to put some crop duster in there from Killer Food Plots. That's a great seed blend that is good for soil that's not the best, and since that's a new section, that crop duster should come up really well for us. And that's the area down to where we have the tree stand. And then David brought his keys today. He's going to go pull that reveal cell camera that we couldn't pull the last time, and we'll move it down there on the scrape. We'll freshen up the vine and the mock scrape, and then we'll get out of here. So we got a lot of work to do, but we're going to share with you everything that we're doing and talk a little bit about some of the products as we're using them. So we're going to get to work. So David threw down the white rage, and that covered a pretty good portion of this plot. And this is going to be really good. We've had pretty good success in this particular plot down here with the white rage, so that's why we put it up in our plot behind our house. But we're also just going to do a little bit of an overseed with chicory and clover in this area as well, just to make sure that we get stuff coming up. So I'm going to put the resurrection clover and then mix the chicory in here. So we've got this big section that we've been planting. This is what, 4 years now, David?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got that planted, and a little bit beyond that. So I'm just gonna pull out crop duster. We'll fill this up with some crop duster. We'll go down to the lower section. We'll seed that really well, and then we'll pull out the lime and the organics. We'll do all the granular fertilizing and lime first, and then we'll finish it with the KFP Soil Defender, which is a liquid fertilizer, and that's really going to help that root base with everything as it starts to germinate. So the Soil Defender is really going to develop that root base, get that underneath the ground growing really well, so you have that high tonnage up on top. So we're going to get the crop duster out and we'll head down there.
Hopefully this germinates before the turkeys get in.
I know, with those oats in there. Well, we might not have oats, but everything else in there should be okay. So if you're wondering what crop duster is made up of, one, it produces a ton of great browse that is not only good for deer but for turkey, and it's very tolerant in poor soil and low light. So that's what we've got down here. This is a new area. The soil's not the best. Really low light, as you can see with the canopy. It gets dark in here really quick, and it's easy to grow. And we did this up on our plot a couple years ago, and it really worked well. But this has got a good blend. It's got triticale in here, it's got rye, lethal winter oats, crimson clover, and it's got some radish. So if the turkeys eat the oats, we got everything else will come up.
So we got everything down. Dennis just put the lime down. What we're going to do right now is we're going to put our the organics. It's a fertilizer. It's a 4-4-4 mixture. So we're going to get that all down through here. We'll get everything sprayed, and then we'll go grab the camera, set that up on our vine down there, and watch them come. So we're going to get this in here, get it done. We got everything down, fertilizer, lime, seed. Now we're going to put our soil defender down. We're going to start down here at the end of the food plot and work our way back up this way.
Got the food plot is now all seeded, fertilized with the organics and the soil defender to help with getting to right to the root of the cause here. Build those roots up and develop them really strong. David just ran up and grabbed his reveal cell camera. You want to grab the velvet out of the side?
Do you have batteries?
Yeah, just bring the whole bag then, Dave. He grabbed his reveal cell cam from up there. We're going to put new batteries in it. We're going to go put it down here by this mock scrape that we have and freshen up the vine. And then we're done. So, it's been a good day. We didn't get to turn this soil, but we're pretty confident that this is going to grow well for us here. Even with the new part, we put down triticale on here as well. So, hopefully the turkeys don't eat all of that either.
They will.
They probably will though, but we got plenty of stuff here that'll grow. And there's a lot of clover still coming up. We sprayed the big weeds, but we still got clover coming up. We got a lot of new clover coming up still. So, you know, with that feeding of the fertilizer from the Organics and the Soil Defender, that'll help. But take a walk down here to our vine. That looks pretty good right there, Dave.
Good?
Yep. All right, guys, so David got the camera positioned. We have it looking right at the vine. We put new batteries in it, and then we turned it on, and Reveal's got a lot of great helpful videos out there, so if you forget what to do sometimes, you can go to YouTube or to the Reveal's website, and they'll have all that stuff there. But we did a test picture, and it got a send fail. So we noticed that we had a lot of pictures on here. So a lot of times what you have to do is when you get an abundance of pictures, you want to reformat that SD card, and it's really simple. You're going to turn it on to setup. You'll hit that up arrow, and there's a really short video. It's about 1.5 minutes long. They walk you through all the steps, but it reformats that card, clears everything off of there. Turn that off once you've reformatted the card. Turn it back on to setup. Get your wireless signal. Once your wireless signal comes on, do a test picture again. We got a send success. Sent that picture right to David's camera right away, and now we're ready to go. We've got the camera turned on. We're going to go over and freshen up our vine.
So what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more velvet to the vine and to the scrape itself. And that's it. Come back down in about 2-3 weeks, freshen it up again, and we'll just keep going on there until hunting season comes around, and then we'll switch over to just a regular ScrapeFix, and then for the rut, we'll put the rut down. So that's it. Hopefully now that I got the camera down here, we'll get some pictures and we'll see what's coming through here and try to put something on the hit list. So that's it.
All right, guys. Like David said, that's it for today. We got our project done down here at our buddy Daryl's. Now we just got to let it grow. What we'll do is we'll be back down here for the food plot in 35 to 40 days. We'll throw another bag of Organics, and we'll do another liquid fertilizing with the Soil Defender. Kind of keep up with that every 35 to 40 days as we get close to the season, to really keep feeding it, helping those roots grow, and keeping that tonnage coming up on top. Once it really gets going, we'll get a lot of deer in here. They're already in this food plot. They're conditioned to it. They're yelling at us. But it should be good. Deer season's not too far away. It's August 20, or not, it's July 23rd today, right?
23rd.
Yeah, so September 18th is the early season for a couple of management units in Pennsylvania. And I usually like to head down to one of those and give it a go before the rest of the season comes in. So we're not far away, and we still got some coyotes to chase eventually at some point. So, but we got a birthday to celebrate this weekend, so that's a little more important.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Click the subscribe. Leave us a comment down below what you're doing. Are you doing any velvet filming? We're going to try and do that now that we got the food plots done, and get out and see if we can't capture some of the deer that we've been getting on cameras and get them on video to see what they're looking like, and we'll share that with you as well. So, all right, guys, that's it for David and I. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to get out of here.